In the beginning, there was nothing familiar. No blue skies, no oceans, no mountains, no life. Just a vast, silent cosmic void filled with clouds of dust and gas left behind by dying stars. It was within this chaos, nearly 4.6 billion years ago, that something extraordinary began to happen. A ripple, a gravitational nudge, disturbed a massive molecular cloud floating in space. Slowly, irresistibly, the dust began to gather. Tiny particles collided and stuck together. As they did, they grew, forming clumps, then rocks, and eventually massive bodies that would become the foundation of something astonishing: a solar system. At the heart of it all, the sun burst into life, igniting with nuclear fury. And around it, a swirling disk of debris spun and thickened. Somewhere within that disk, in the faint shadow of a young star's blaze, our home was beginning to form. This was the first breath of Earth. The process wasn't peaceful. Earth's birth was an act of violence, destruction, and unimaginable energy. As planetesimals, early planetary building blocks, collided and merged, their impacts generated heat that melted rock and reshaped the infant world. Earth, at this point, was a molten sphere. The surface boiled. Volcanoes spewed lava. Asteroids slammed into the planet relentlessly. With each impact, Earth grew. But it wasn't just physical size, it was the beginning of a transformation. Gravity pulled heavier elements like iron and nickel to the core, forming Earth's magnetic field. Lighter materials floated upward, shaping the early crust. This separation set the stage for the dynamic, living planet we know today. And then came the moment that changed everything. A colossal object roughly the size of Mars, named Theia, collided with the proto-Earth. It was a cosmic collision of staggering force. The impact shattered both bodies. Molten debris was flung into orbit, forming a glowing ring of rock and vapor around Earth. Over time, this debris coalesced, sculpting a constant companion: the Moon. The Moon's birth was more than symbolic. It stabilized Earth's rotation, influenced tides, and helped moderate the planet's climate. Without that ancient, violent impact, Earth may never have evolved the conditions necessary for life. But in those early days, life was still a distant dream. Earth's surface was hellish. Temperatures soared. The atmosphere was thick with carbon dioxide, nitrogen, sulfur, and methane. No oxygen, no protection. The sun was weaker, but the greenhouse gases trapped heat in a suffocating grip. And yet, amidst the fire and fury, something began to change. Water arrived, possibly from ice-rich comets and asteroids that bombarded Earth for millions of years. The violent rainstorm of cosmic collisions eventually filled basins and craters with liquid water, creating the first oceans. These primitive seas were not blue and calm. They were acidic, storm-lashed, and filled with dissolved metals. But they were also full of potential. Somewhere in those early oceans, around 3.8 billion years ago, life sparked into existence. We still don't fully understand how, whether it was a sudden chemical reaction or a slow, patient evolution of molecules, but the result was the same: single-celled organisms capable of growth, reproduction, and adaptation emerged. These microscopic pioneers, known as prokaryotes, would dominate Earth for billions of years. They thrived in environments we would find impossible to survive: boiling vents, acidic pools, and toxic mud. Their survival shaped the chemical makeup of Earth, and one type, cyanobacteria, performed a miracle: photosynthesis. They absorbed sunlight and released oxygen, gradually transforming Earth's atmosphere from toxic haze into breathable air. It was not an overnight change. Oxygen was poisonous to most existing organisms at the time, and the rise of this gas triggered one of the planet's first mass extinctions. But for Earth, this shift was a turning point. The sky changed color. New minerals formed. The ozone layer began to develop, shielding the planet from deadly ultraviolet radiation. With this protective shield in place, life could begin to explore more complex possibilities. Beneath the surface, Earth's crust never stopped moving. Tectonic plates floated atop the mantle, shifting and grinding against one another. Continents collided and split apart. Volcanoes built mountains. Earthquakes reshaped landscapes. Over hundreds of millions of years, continents formed, only to break apart again. This geological dance recycled elements, formed oceans, and sculpted habitats. It also contributed to the birth of supercontinents like Rodinia, Gondwana, and Pangaea, vast landmasses that affected climate, evolution, and extinction on a global scale. During these shifting ages, life diversified. Around 600 million years ago, multicellular organisms appeared, soft-bodied creatures drifting in the seas. Then came the Cambrian explosion, a burst of evolutionary creativity that filled the oceans with strange, complex animals with shells, spines, and eyes. Trilobites scuttled across the seafloor. Giant predators like Anomalocaris hunted prey with flexible limbs. Life had evolved beyond the microscopic, and the competition was fierce. As time passed, plants colonized land, followed by insects, then amphibians that crawled from swamps to forests. Dinosaurs emerged, dominating Earth for over 150 million years, before an asteroid's impact ended their reign. Each chapter in Earth's story was shaped by catastrophe and rebirth. Mass extinctions, climate shifts, and cosmic events repeatedly challenged life to adapt or disappear. And every time, Earth endured. But Earth's evolution wasn't just about biology. The planet itself changed in response to internal forces. Its core remained molten, generating the magnetic field that protects us from solar radiation. The atmosphere thickened and thinned in cycles, affecting temperatures and biodiversity. Ice ages came and went, carving glaciers into stone and freezing oceans. Meteor impacts gouged craters and launched debris back into space. Volcanoes built new islands. Earth has always been in motion, always growing, collapsing, and regenerating. Only in the last blink of geological time did humans appear. Our ancestors emerged in Africa, descendants of primates that had survived extinction after extinction. We stood upright, made tools, learned fire, and spread across the globe. In just a few thousand years, we built civilizations, cities, and machines. We sent probes into space and looked back at Earth, a pale blue dot floating in darkness. All of it built on a foundation forged in chaos, tempered by fire and refined through endless cycles of transformation. The story of Earth's birth is not just a tale of rocks and water, it's a reminder of resilience, of how life can arise from destruction, and how even a lifeless planet can become a cradle for consciousness. Earth is not static. It's alive, not in the way a creature breathes, but in the way it grows, reacts, and supports. It is a dynamic, breathing world, one that continues to evolve. As we look to the stars and dream of reaching other planets, we must remember that Earth is rare. In the known universe, it is still the only place where life is confirmed. Its creation required countless perfect storms, improbable collisions, and miraculous chemistry. From a cloud of dust to a home for billions, Earth's journey is a masterpiece of cosmic scale. We are standing on a miracle, walking across the remnants of ancient impacts, drinking water delivered by comets, breathing air shaped by bacteria. Every grain of sand, every mountain peak, every living thing is part of a story billions of years in the making. So next time you feel small, remember that you are made of stardust, the same particles that once floated in the void before Earth was born. The atoms in your body were forged in ancient stars, shaped by planetary collisions, carried by rivers, and nourished by soil. You are part of Earth's story, a chapter in its ongoing evolution. And maybe, just maybe, our understanding of this incredible planet will be the key to protecting it for the future. If this story moved you, If you felt a sense of awe in the incredible journey of our home, then give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We're just getting started uncovering the mysteries of Earth, space, and beyond. Join us as we explore the past, present, and future of the universe, one story at a time.